Welcome back ulit sa aking channel. Sa lesson na ito, i-discuss ko sa inyo ang 3 types of repetition control structures in Python programming language. Sa Python, meron tayong tatlong klase ng repetition control structures or tinatawag natin looping. So the first is for loop, second is while, third is the nested loop. Pero dito sa nested loop, yung ating gagamitin lamang is for loop or yung nested for loop na sinasabi. Learning objectives: to write programs for executing statements repeatedly by using a while loop, to develop loops following the loop design strategy, to use for loops to implement counter-controlled loops, to write nested loops, to learn the techniques for minimizing numerical errors, to implement program control with the keyword break and continue. So, ang looping po is ginagamit kapag may mga statement tayo na ine-execute ng paulit-ulit. Pero kung yung program mo naman is hindi kailangang may mauulit na statement na ine-execute, don't use loop. Ginagamit lamang siya kapag paulit-ulit yung ating statement. Example natin. A loop can be used to tell a program to execute statements repeatedly. Meron tayong example problem dito. Suppose that you need to display a string, programming is fun ng 100 times daw. Kung ikaw hindi ka pa marunong mag-loop, ang nasa isip mo is gagamit ka ng print na method, which is print programming is fun ng 100 times. So gagawin mo, i-type mo print programming is fun and then copy-paste mo siya ng 100 times. Pero by using loop, pwede pong 3 to 4 lines of code lamang po yan para masagot. Okay, so discuss na natin yung unang loop. So, while loop po muna. The while loop. A while loop executes statements repeatedly as long as a condition remains true. The syntax for the while loop is initialization, meaning yung starting ng ating loop, starting value ng ating loop, while na keyword, boolean expression o yung condition, colon, the statement na mauulit na gagawin, and then the incrementation or decrementation. So dito, ito lamang po yung ating syntax for while loop. So yung ating problem kanina na dapat is 100 times, nalalabas yung programming is fun. So instead na mag-print ka ng 100 times na line of code ng print programming is fun, ito lamang yung katumbas niya kapag loop yung gagamitin mo. So dito guys, you can use while loop or for loop para may output mo yung programming is fun na words. So dito, we have the initialization, meaning yung starting point natin sa ating loop. So, ang hahawak po nun is yung count, tagabilang. So, you can use any variable po dyan na magka-count ng loop mo. While is the keyword, then count is less than 100. Ano bang Tagalog ng while? Ang Tagalog niya is habang. Meaning, habang yung count, yung value ng count is less than 100, papasok ka dito sa loob. Okay? Print programming is fun. Kapag true ito, pasok ka dito, then output mo yung programming is fun. And then, yung ating value for count is mag-i-increment ng 1. Pag sinabi mag-i-increment ng 1, nadadagdagan ng 1. Okay, so, i-simulate natin. Count is equal to 0. Count is less than 100 or 0 is less than 100. So, true. Then, print programming is fun. Habang yung ating value ng count ay less than 100, mag-output tayo ng programming is fun. Ngayon naman, after mag-output ng programming is fun, count is equal to count plus 1. So, yung value ng count kanina is 0. So, 0 plus 1 is 1. So, ang bagong value ni count ngayon is 1. Take note yung indent guys. Okay? While tapos print at saka yung count natin is nasa loob ng while. So, bakit alam natin nasa loob? Kasi naka-indent. Pero kung nakalabas yung count natin, Ayan, hindi po valid yan. Hindi po yan good code. Meaning, kasi si count ay nasa labas ni while. So, ibig sabihin, forever na value ni count mo is 0. Hindi nag-increment, hindi nag-decrement. So, lagay natin sa loob. Okay, balik tayo. The value of count now is 1. Ngayon, saan tayo pupunta after magbilang or after madagdagan yung value ni count? Babalik tayo kay while. Okay. Now, the value of count is 1. 1 is less than 100. So, true. Then, pasok tayo ulit. Programming is fun na second line. And then, count is equal to count plus 1. So, 1 plus 1, the value now of count is 2. After dito, balik tayo ulit sa while. Okay, hanggat true po itong condition natin, babalik at babalik tayo dito at i-execute niya ng paulit-ulit yung nasa loob niya. Ma'am, kailan mag-i-stop yan? Yung programming is fun na yan. Mag-i-stop lang yan kapag false na yung condition dito. Ano nga ba yung value ng count para mag-stop yung ating loop? Take note, less than 100. So, 99 is less than pa rin. So, mag-i-stop siya kapag 100 na po yung value ni count. So, 100 is less than 100, false. So, mag-i-stop na po yan at gagawin na po niya yung mga statements na nasa labas na ng while. Ma'am, bakit si count is equal to 0 hindi na pinapansin? Take note, initialization lamang siya. Pag sinabing initialization, doon lang siya mag-i-start. Okay? Starting point lang siya. Hindi na tayo pwedeng bumalik doon kapag naglo-loop na tayo. Dito na lang yung focus natin sa while. Okay. Ma'am, paano kung masusure na 0 to 100 or 100 na programming is fun yung nag-print? Take note, saan tayo nag-start? 0. And then yung condition natin, less than 100. Ano nga ba yung mga numbers na pag nag-start sa 0 at less than 100? So, meron tayong numbers 0 to 99. Ilang numbers yon from 0 to 99? So, meron tayong 100. So, sigurado na 100 na beses tayong umikot sa loop natin. Ma'am, paano ayaw ko ng 0 ang gamitin? So, you can use 1. Okay? Pero, kapag ganito yung condition mo, 1 is less than 1, count is less than 100. So, up to 1 to 99 lang yan. So, meaning 99 na beses lang lalabas ito. So, gagawin mo, lagyan mo ng equal. So, 1 to 100. So, sigurado ka kaagad na 100 times na nag-print yung programming is fun. So, ganun lamang po. Okay? Next is we have the bad code and good code. So, dito sa good code, meron tayong initialization, and then yung condition and incrementation. So, dito, yung ating value for I is nag-a-add siya habang naglo-loop. Then, kapag naging false na yung I is less than 10, lalabas na tayo sa while natin, and then ipiprint natin si sum. So, try natin itong i-paste sa ating idle. Okay, simulate natin. I is less than 10. So, what is the value of I? 1. So, 1 is less than 10. True. So, habang yung value ng I is less than 10, sum is equal to sum plus I. Pero dito guys, so yung ating sum kasi is a function. So, we cannot use this as a variable name. So, sabihin na lang natin total. Baltan ko lang po ng total. Kasi yung sum po is a built-in function. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin as a variable. Baltan ko lamang ng total. Ayan. The next is total is equal to total plus I. So, total is equal to total. Then, the value of total is 0. Plus, ano yung value ng I? 1. So, 0 plus 1. The new value for total now is 1. And then, mag-increment yung value ng I, magiging 2. So, kapag naging 2 na yan, balik ka sa while. Take note, ma'am, bakit hindi yung print? Kasi sa labas po yan, yung print na yan. So, dito, tatapusin muna natin ito. Kailangan maging false muna yung condition, saka tayo lalabas sa print sum is total. Okay, so ikot-ikot po yan. Magdadagdag po yung value ng total at mag-increment yung value ng I. Ang tanong, ma'am, anong value ng I para maging false yung condition? The answer is 10. Once na naging 10 na ito, mag-i-stop na po yung loop. And then, hindi na niya gagawin to. So, for example, 10 is less than 10. False. Skip na to. Then, labas tayo sa loop, which is the print sum is. Okay? So, print na natin yung total natin. So, ito po yung ating output. Sum is 45. Pero kapag ito ay nasa loob, ayan, yung indent natin. So, meaning, yung print natin nasa loob ng while. Ano kaya magiging output? Ayan. So, ito po yung output natin kapag nasa loob si print. Okay, ngayon naman, discuss natin ano ang infinite. So, tanggalin ko tong increment, then save, then run. No, napapansin nyo. Okay, so tuloy-tuloy yung ating pag-output. Yan po yung tinatawag natin na infinite loop. Ang ibig sabihin ng infinite loop, ayan, walang katapusang output. Hindi po yan mag-i-stop hanggat hindi mo kinikil yung compiler mo para mag-stop po siya. Okay? So yan po ang infinite loop. Ano pong nangyayari or ano yung dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng infinite loop? Either yung ating condition is always true or walang increment or decrementation yung ating counter. Okay? So, hindi alam ni compiler kung hanggang saan siya mag-i-stop. So, yan po ang tinatawag na infinite loop. Next, repetition control structures in Python is the for loop. A Python for loop iterates through each value in a sequence. The syntax for the for loop is for var in sequence and then the loop body. For is the keyword, yung variable na gagamitin natin as a counter. In is yung ating keyword and then the sequence. But para mapadali po yung ating pagkabisado, ito po yung ating syntax. A for loop can be used to simplify the preceding loop. For I, so this is the variable, so pwedeng ibang variable to. In range, open and close parenthesis and then colon. Yung laman ng ating parenthesis o yung ating parameter is initial value, end value, and then meron pa yung isa, so sa next slide po yun, separated by comma, and then loop body. The range function has two more versions. You can also use range A or range ABK. Range A is the same as range 0 up to A or less than A. So, more on tayo dyan. Okay, so, mamaya natin discuss itong range ABK na to. Dito muna tayo sa range A, yung ating first version. Okay, so may sample code tayo dito. For I in range 10. So, isang parameter lang po yung nasa loob ni parenthesis. Then, print I. So, dito, mag-i-start tayo sa 0. So, wala po kasing, kapag range lang kasi, yung ginamit mo, tapos isa lang yung parameter or number na nasa loob ni parenthesis, always yung ating counter is nag-i-start sa 0. And then, 10. So, ano kaya maging output dito? So, print I. So, try natin i-run. Yan. Yung output natin is from 0 to 9. Ma'am, bakit 0 to 9? 0 ang ating unang output kasi 0 in range 10. Yung 0 ba ay nasa pagitan ng 10? Nasa pagitan ba ng 0 to 10? So, yes. So, print I. So, the output is 0. Then, next loop. Mag-increment yan by 1. Yan po is automatic po yan kung range yung ginamit mo. Mag-increment po. Okay, so dito, 0 plus 1 is 1. And then, yung 1 ba ay nasa range ng 10? So, yes. So, output mo ulit is 1 hanggang 9. Next, nung naging 9 yung output natin dito, balik tayo dito. Nag-increment siya ng 1, so magiging 10. So, take note, sabi ko kanina automatic po yung pag-i-increment niya. 10 in range 10. Yung 10 ba nasa loob or pagitan ng 0 to 10? The answer is no. So, hindi po na-output yung 10. Okay? Range meaning 0 to 9 lang po ang i-output niya. Okay? Ngayon, kung gusto mong ma-output yung 10, kailangan is gawin mo itong 11. Yung output po niya is less than yung number na nilagay mo. Okay, save natin and then run. Ayan. So, 0 to 10. So, automatic po 0 ang start. Yan po yung first version na sinasabi. Yung range A. Yan po yon. Okay, ngayon naman, range ABK. A is the first number in the sequence. Ayan, may first value na tayo. Pwede nang lagyan. B is the limit. K is used as step value. Etong limit na to is yung dapat less than. Okay? Yung output natin is less than the value of B. K is used as step value or sa while loop is ang katumbas niya, siya yung increment or decrement. Ngayon, i-output natin yung 1 to 10 using range tapos ABK na version. Meaning, tatlong parameter dito. So, for I in range, mag-start ako sa 1 hanggang 10. So, dapat sobrahan ko ng isa, 11. Tapos, mag-i-increment ng 1. So, start tayo sa 1 hanggang 10 siya kasi nga less than 11. Tapos, mag-i-increment by 1. Okay, save natin. Then, run. Ayan siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ma'am, paano kung gusto ko by 2 yung pag-output niya? Halimbawa, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Palitan mo lang yung nasa dulo ng 2. Yan, save mo. Then, run. Ito yung output. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay? Ma'am, bakit nawala yung 10? Nawala yung 10 kasi nga 9 plus 2 is 11. So, hindi na pwede dito yung sa range niya kasi nga hanggang 10 lang po yung value. So, dapat less than 11. Ma'am, paano kung gusto ko naman is pababa? Okay? Pag pababa naman, decrement. So, start tayo sa 10. Tapos, 1. And then, negative 2. Ano kayong mga value dyan? Ang value dyan is 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So, run natin. Ayan. 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. So, nag-start tayo sa 10. Ayan. Then, nag-minus 2 tayo. And then, kung kanina is less than, dito naman is greater than. So, simulate natin. For I in range, so yung value ng I natin is 10. So, true. And then print I is 10. Then balik tayo dito. So, 10 minus 2 is 8. So, si 8 ba ay greater than 1? So, true. So, print natin is 8. Next, 8 minus 2 is 6. Si 6 ba is greater than 1? So, true. And then, print 6. Then, balik tayo dito. 6 minus 2, 4. Si 4 ba is greater than 1? So, true. So, then, output mo si 4. Minus 2 ulit. So, 2 is greater than 1. So, true. Then, 2 yung ating output. Next is 2 minus 2. 0. Is 0 is greater than 1. False. So, stop na po yung ating output. Balik natin kanina. How about ito? So, ito naman is the value of I sa una is 1. Is 1 is less than 11. Paano ko alam na less than? Kasi positive ito. Kapag negative po yung pangatlong number, greater than yung i-match mo dito. Pero dahil ito ay positive, less than yung i-match mo dito. So, is 1 is less than 11. The answer is true. So, print natin 1. Then, positive 2. 1 plus 2. Okay, take note. Plus. Bakit plus? Kasi nga positive. 1 plus 2, 3. Is 3 is less than 11. So, true. Then, print mo is 3. Next, 3 plus 2, 5. Is 5 is less than 11. The answer is true. Then, print mo si 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Is 7 is less than 11. The answer is true. So, 7 yung ating output. 7 plus 2 is 9. So, is 9 is less than 11. So, the answer is true. Then, print mo is 9. Then, 9 plus 2 is 11. Is 11 is less than 11. The answer is false. Kaya, stop na po yung ating statement. So, yung ating output is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So, ganyan po yung ating for loop. Yung range kanina, ayan, 11. Pag ganyan lang yung ating version, mag-i-start sa 0 at ang reprint niya is yung less than 11. Sa loop guys, is pwede natin i-convert yung while loop into for loop and then for loop into while loop. Okay, pwede po yan. Okay, let's take an example. Yung ating code kanina na magpiprint ng 100 times na programming is fun, try natin siyang i-code using for loop. But first, i-run muna natin kung talagang 100 times. So, try natin i-save, then run. Ayan. So, ma'am, paano ko malalaman kung talagang 100 yan? So, lagyan natin ng number. Okay, so paano lagyan? So, dito, num is equal to 1. So, dito, ayan, num, ayan. Then, num is equal to num plus 1. So, habang nag-increment yung value ni count, nag-increment yung din yung number. Pero tayo, nag-start tayo sa 1. Ayan. Save natin, then run. Ayun. So, up to 100. Okay? Yan, wala na pong kasunod. So, 1 to 100. Diba? Sigurado na 100 times po yan. Ngayon naman, paano siya gawin using for loop? Kung ayaw mo naman gamitin yung num, ayan, you can use the count. Okay? 1 yan, tapos is equal to, then count. Okay? Para mas maikli yung ating code. Then run. Same output ba? Yes. So, same output lamang po. Okay, parehas lang po siya. Pwede tayong mag-create ng sarili nating solution. Kaya nga sabi natin, programming is arts and science in creating program. So, kanya-kanyang diskarte, pero parehas yung output at parehas yung ating instruction na gumamit tayo ng loop. Okay, so i-convert natin ito into for loop using range version. Range muna. So, dito, so we can use range. So, count. Ayan, walang ganyan. Walang count. Ayan. So, mamaya yan. Okay, so lagay na lang natin for count in range. So, nag-start sa 0 hanggang 99. Okay, then colon. Then, print programming is fun. Okay, yan. So, 0 to 99. Ayan. So, 100 times po nating ipiprint yan. Okay, 100 po yan. Ma'am, di ko naman sure kung 100 talaga yan. Okay, ang gagawin natin is, lagay natin dito, count is equal to count plus 1. Ma'am, bakit yan sa taas? Kasi, kung count ang nilagay mo dito, mag-i-start ka sa 0. Okay, try natin wag mo nang ilagay ito. Ayan. Then, pag niran natin, ayan, up to 99 lamang yung ating number. Pero, 100 po yan kasi may 0 dito. Pero kung gusto mo mag-start sa 0, ay sa 1, ayan, lagyan mo ng count is equal to count plus 1. And then, i-run natin. Ayan. Okay, so start tayo sa 1. And then, hanggang 100. Okay? So, yan po yung first version natin. Ngayon naman, paano kung yung second version, yung range A, B, K? Okay? So, gagawin natin dyan. So, tanggalin muna natin itong count. For count in range, okay. First value is the starting number. So, 1. Second value is yung limit natin. Pero, less than niya. Okay, ano ba yung mga number na nag-start sa 1, tapos hanggang 100, tapos magdagdag lang tayo ng isa. So, 101. So, up to 1 to 100, and then mag-i-increment siya ng 1. Ma'am, bakit hindi negative 1? Kapag ganyan kasi, pababa yung bilang. Okay? At saka infinite po yan. So, pag negative 1, meaning decrement ng 1, magmaminus yung value ng count mo ng isa. Kapag 1 positive naman, pag positive 1, meaning mag-increment ka or mag-add ka ng 1. Okay? Yan. So, for count in range 1, 101, so up to 100 yan kasi nga less than yung number dito, tapos mag-increment siya ng 1. Save natin. And then, run. Okay? So, up to 100. Parehas ba? Yes, parehas lang po.